Okay. I'm gonna turn off the camera. Don't know why that would be the problem, but fuck it, right? Like, just don't ask my computer to do shit that it can't, like, it can't do regular stuff. One second, let me try something. I'm getting rid of absolutely every fucking thing in there that could give me an issue. Like, no video files, I'm just... Let's just see if it fucking works. I got all excited about Pansy Sterling's adventure. The reward request will have to be on delay. I was hoping today could be camera day, but it is apparently not fated to do so. I apologize for all the disconnecting issues. I'm hoping that this is the last leap home. Okay. I'm gonna hit play, okay? Stream's up. Might not have my video up there, but oh well. It do be like that sometimes. When you're ready, I'll go. And this time, it's gonna work. Okay, good. Sorry, I feel bad, but... Click to start. I'm gonna click. Okay, I think this is the same shitty house that I loaded in last time. Ain't shit in here. Oh, his hammer is almost fucked. I hear something. I got a walkie-talkie. I'm not sure where the TVs are. Got an extra watch, but it's not digital. I was looking for a TV location, but I couldn't find one. They had some fruit and stuff in there. Got a couple boxes of nails and planks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
On the TV.
Oh, TV time. It's 6:20. I think I'm barely too late. Would you like a spiked plank?
Sure, thank you. Ooh, it's on.
Plank is on the ground.
Thank you. Nice full bag of sugar. That's a TV snack. I think that was it.
I didn't realize that there was more tolerance with what you could catch. I thought you had to be there at 6 or it was over. I dropped the watch if you need it.
Neat, thanks. Got some lovely microwave floor eggs.
Can't beat floor eggs.
Which do you think is better in a microwave, oysters or a steak?
I'm gonna guess that the steak will be more versatile later, so go with oysters.
Well, oyster away. I'm feeling a little destructive. I think once we're done here, I'm gonna set a fire.
Okay.
Please help yourself to any eggs. I have been very greedy with the food.
Oh, no worries. I'm picking up the griddle pan. So where do you want to head after we light this place on fire?
You wanna look out for a base location early on?
Sounds good. I think going toward town and to the east is where there are high fences. So maybe there's a high fence location to the east of the main town.
There's a few good spots in Riverside. I kind of like the I don't know if it's a hotel spa thing. There's like a pool in the middle that you can use for infinite fresh water.
I'm down. I don't
Then
know if
of course there's the river.
I've only been to the nicer neighborhoods on the east side of town, so I'm game for wherever.
This steak is taking forever.
I'm gonna check out the neighbor.
If we can find like a place with gas, this car is basically fine to go. There's a key and the engine seems mostly intact.
I got a wrench, a screwdriver, and some other stuff, but I couldn't find an empty gas tank yet. I wasn't sure if this was a parking lot. I'm not familiar as much with Riverside. I just saw an empty area that had pavement. I also have an extra wrench if you're interested in a wrench.
I'm good, thanks.
And a first aid kit, if you want a first aid kit.
Very generous today.
Well, I just found 2 of stuff, and I'm like, this is a good time to see if you want to have it on you, but I figure we don't plan on getting hit anyway.
I do foresee some injuries if we're gonna do driving.
Roop. Apologies, I've been on the run. I found a couple walkie-talkies and some firearms. I found walkie-talkies.
Cool.
So I got a tactical and a Toys Are Mine. Which one? Does it matter?
I'm feeling like a toys are mine.
Toys are yours.
Toys are mine.
I put a bunch of stuff in the back of this blue cruiser, and I found a police car, so I found a shotgun and a handgun.
I offer back this ice cream.
I accept.
There's a big lot full of cars over there. I kind of make a lot of noise, so it's full of zombies right now.
Sure.
But there should be, like, gas in there if we get, like, vessels to siphon the stuff with.
There's a tool shed over here on the other side of the fence. It might have stuff over here. Okay, I can't open it. Oh, we can swing?
This will only take forever.
I don't mind swinging at it with a wrench or whatever.
If we ever get a pickaxe, that's the best for this kind of stupidity.
Got it.
Although at that point we could probably just disassemble the door.
Well, I was thinking, I'm like, if we find a crowbar, we could probably pry it.
There's a welder's mask if you want to look like a murderer.
I have one. I have found two, actually.
Oh, I might suddenly die. Don't mind that.
Okay.
I think I might have eaten something uncooked. Or like a fucking dead mouse. I'm not sure. I've just been eating stuff out of my backpack.
That'll happen sometimes. I accidentally cut myself jumping over that fence before.
Me too, and I lost my glasses. Fuck.
There's another shed over here. I'm optimistic. Bulletproof vest.
It's gonna be great if we ever get to shooting each other. Okay.
Hammer, a fork, and a rope.
Ooh, garden fork.
You want the fork?
The garden fork is a powerful tool.
It's one of the most gardening.
Oh yeah, just for the radios. Let me fuck with it.
Well, it's almost 12, so we can find a TV.
Now look at this one. TV in here. Ah, news. Depressing.
This week, he hosted his second annual Global Initiative Forum in New York. More than $7 billion was spent to tackle some of the worst problems in developing countries, such as poverty, disease, and climate change. As part of the conference, Mr. Clinton agreed to his first one-on-one interview ever on Fox News Sunday. The ground rules were simple. 15 minutes for our sit-down, split evenly between the Global Initiative and anything else we wanted to ask. As you'll see now in the full, unedited interview. That's not how it turned out. Mr. President, welcome to Fox News Sunday. In a recent issue of the New Yorker, you say, quote, "I'm 60 years old and I'm damn near died, and I'm worried about how many lives I can save before I do die." Is that what drives you?
You know, I'm disappointed. I put so much metal into that microwave, it did not start a fire.
Sad day.
The one time you're not trying to do it on purpose.
Well, I feel bad because I haven't completely recovered from that scratch yet still.
Just a couple of wet bandits.
We break in for the bathroom and the television.
How's your weight, by the way?
Not too bad.
Like rising?
Well, because my skill set is underweight, so I'm currently at 70.
I got a lot of high calorie stuff on me.
I got the ice cream too. I've been keeping myself out of pink and in mostly green. I just figured it was a component of the I just figured that it was a component of the underweight negative that I had, that it would just keep it low.
Nah, you just start underweight. You can get actually rid of it, dude.
Awesome.
Underweight one, it's one of those fairly free points kind of analysis. Like you just eat a whole bunch at the beginning of the game and you're good. Never have to worry about it.
I'm just grabbing the fresh cooked stuff off the stove. I'm gonna put it on the ground.
Nah, dude, feel free. Yeah, I definitely got a fever from eating those raw oysters. I am fucking boiling.
Oof. I have the first aid thing we could check.
I don't know if there might be antibiotics. I don't know. It's been so long since I've played anything near to vanilla. I don't know what's in the game to deal with sickness.
No worries. I saw that. I can go grab it. It's real close.
Yeah, what I was saying before. I've never actually used the walkie-talkies. I think you have to just have it on and in a hand, and we have to be at the same frequency.
Got it. I
I
have
put mine on 150.
okay, 150. I will move it to the inventory and put it on. Actually, I can probably put it on the belt, right?
If you can. I added a new preset and made that like R1.
Got it. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it in because it's a little bit different with the controller. I just had to equip it secondary. Okay, so you said 150 is channel?
Yeah. Just try to figure out how this works.
I think I got it. For me, it's a little bit using a trigger buttons to make sure you can get to the exact number, but save it. 150 is unnamed. I have it on.
I have it tuned in. And I guess just
Yep,
type something while you have it on.
Yep, I got it on right now, and I'm walking. I'm walking, so you can definitely hear me full. Then it's got to be working.
In which I said it was actually almost whimsical and humorous, that is. I interview with former President Trump. This week he hosted his
Radio Disney. Seems good.
and you can move more. But you're also more at the mercy of
Like if you answer me, try typing something in chat. I want to see how that happens.
Okay.
It's a T.
I interview with former President Trump. This week he hosted his second annual. I interview with former President Trump. This week he hosted his second annual.
I'm gonna turn it off when we're together, just because the battery is gonna be a pain in the butt. But where you want to go to look for the gas can stuff?
We found the river, I think.
Yep, looks like it.
Yeah, that's water.
It's just an empty bag. Can I fill up the water bottle here? I should be able to, right?
You wanna walk along the riverside, see if we can find a cool spot?
Works for me.
Or just call it here and start building?
Always better to find a place with walls to start. Just to have one. The water is a good wall.
Fuck.
What happened?
That's my second injury at the game, both from tripping.
I got my only injury from the game from tripping too. This is a tripping dangerous map.
Oh, here looks cute.
Agreed. Got a key here. That's good.
Oh, it's the bait shop. I've been here before. This is a good location. Not super far from location stuff. This is okay for a base, as places go.
Empty gas can. We find a rubber hose. I think that we got ourselves a couple cars. Got fishing gear here. And another gas tank if you want a second, like one to bring with. Fresh food over here. Burger. Mmm. We should maybe want to.
Oh hell yeah, hamburgers.
Maybe we want to freeze some of this stuff just to keep it. Did you want the other gas can?
Oh, sweet. Hell yeah. Have you been talking, by the way? I don't have the stream on, sorry.
Yeah, I've been hitting
Or I have it muted.
So now whenever I hit Alt, it doesn't work for me to talk. Oh, there it is. when alt wouldn't work for me to talk anymore. When I went into type, it changed it. So I was talking to you, but I just figured you were running around. Yeah.
Oh no. This is all a big mess.
Well, the important thing is that we got burgers. I was just saying that we might want to put some in a fridge or something. Depending on where we're setting up shop. Is it going to be in the bait shop, you think?
Bait shop, burger joint, like, both are pretty good. It's by the river. That was just a suggestion.
I'm open for suggestion. Because I'll just start putting stuff in the freezer here or there. Also found a nightstick.
Sweet.
I'm gonna start putting kitchen supplies in the space where the cutting board is, just so that all the kitchen stuff's in that one tab.
Sure.
Another burger over here, if you're interested.
I think we're good on food for the time being. Might be a good instinct to put some of it away.
I was just running around to see what else is around. This is a very open area.
Mm-hmm. If we drive, I think, eastward, we should get into, like, Riverside proper, where we were last time, with the little motel and the post office.
That sounds right. You want to just see if there's like a rubber hose there so we can get the gas can and have some vehicles? So I'm in the parking lot by the fast food, Spiffos, and there are a couple cars here, but I haven't found any tube or anything yet. Yo, I found a stock with a lot of fresh food. I think I just heard your horn.
Hello? It is you.
Yep, I was looking for a rubber hose for the gas can. You found it.
No. I tried telling you over the radio. This is build 41. No hoses needed. I went through 3 houses before I remembered that.
Oopsie.
Anyway, this car is more or less intact. It's refueled, and I got 3 tanks in the back.
The purple one I also have a key to over there, and it's stylish. I put down a bunch of stuff inside because I wanted to pick up the fresh food because I was going to do a run back. That place is full of burritos and fresh peanut butter sandwiches and stuff, so better to get it and freeze it. I'll run inside and pack up the fresh stuff into the car with you.
I took most of the produce already.
Ooh. Car key over here, Masterson Horizon. Yeah, this is where I dumped everything else.
I noticed it's buried inventory in this store.
I found 60 cigarettes and I was like, oh, I don't know if you need them this time.
Yeah, it's always good to have. I'm one of those weirdos. I consider the smoker essentially a good perk, even though it's in the analysis.
Understood.
Taxi key.
I'm gonna grab one of those gas cans and put it in the purple car.
No, oh, okay. Let me drop one for you. I took all three. I am intent on stealing this here taxi.
I just like the purple car looks so nice, and I know that it's got pretty decent storage. I have a key to the white one here too.
Kentucky's a tough place. Like, the taxi's parked perfectly, so this happened like pre-apocalypse. It's still all banged up.
Yeah, it's seen better days. Do you have the ability to hotwire, or did you find a key to it?
Sorry, what?
Did you hotwire it, or did you have the key?
Yeah, there was a key in the milk and more. People just keep leaving their car keys here.
It's a popular store.
It was on one of the shelves.
Well, with the other cars, we'll be able to grab everything. I've got a lot of maps. Do we share map data? We're going 2 on the world here. How are you doing?
I think we might. I've also read a couple. I can see Louisville, Rosewood, and something out of the way of Rosewood. I forget what that is.
Because I've read like 6 or 7 maps.
Okay, then I think that we don't.
I have West Point. I have West Point and a few others.
I also found a full map of Riverside. I left it at the burger joint. As well as a copy of Dog Goblin.
Oh, the classic Dog Goblin. Well, in celebration, I'll grab this car and head back in that direction. So, that world broke and we had to redo it or restart, and there were a ton of hiccups, but finally it works. I'm gonna start dragging it back toward base, I guess. Yeah, I wonder if like you open your maps right next to each other and you share information. I don't know. You can jump in if you'd like, because uh it's the same everything. I turned off everything on my computer pretty much, so I have no ability to delete that. I have to just reload chat, and I didn't have a good chance to. Well, we just kind of found a place here that's like the fish and burger place. And I don't know if it's like the long-term solution, but it's got stuff. Oh, I had the spike baseball bat in there.
That dragging cars backwards thing, that's a fucking game changer.
Yeah, it was like not losing any speed at all. Picked up the map and the dog goblin. So in multiplayer, you don't have to sleep. The beds are an interesting not need. It's almost like a vampire where all you need is caskets. We got fishing equipment already, and this is the earliest that I've had fishing opportunity because we're right by the water. We watched... Oh, we missed the 6 p.m. one. Also... I got a flashlight if you need it. Not sure where you're at.
That's cool. I'm trying to put up a fridge. Do I have space in the back? Not so much. Okay, there. Now we have the fridge and the toilet fridge.
We're fancy. I probably should have grabbed stuff like that too. Do you know what tools I would have need to move it?
That just came off with no tools, just needed high strength. Some things do need tools, like usually wooden objects. I wanted to get the crates as well, but those needed like skill in carpentry and a bunch of tools I didn't have.
I found
Metal shelves come off super easy.
I found a screwdriver, a wrench, and a hammer. So we should have stuff for wood stuff. Haven't found a welding torch, but we got all those masks.
These babies are kinda in the way.
Agreed. I'm just gonna keep moving the food.
Thank you.
You want me to leave the screwdriver in the back of this car for you?
I mean, I guess. It'd be good to have one there.
I just always leave the common tools in the back of the car just in case I forget.
That's probably better than what I do. I just carry everything just in case and then wonder why I'm always overburdened. Damn. Both injuries healed. And it's barely 1 a.m.
You have regular healing, or?
Slow. Just constantly stuff in my face.
The key to victory in game and out of it. Should I be leaving the keys of the car in the car? I think that there's a setting to do that.
I mean, that's what I've been doing. I feel like with other people, that's a good thing to do. It is it's 2 a.m. I got maybe like one sojourn into town in me.
No problem.
Like,
I'm just...
You wanna go kill stuff, or you wanna fucking do housekeeping?
I'm good for either.
'Cause I can handle one, then I gotta go sleep.
Yeah, no problem. I got... Let me put this over here and grab a plank that I can load up with some nails.
I don't know
drill.
what there is to housekeep.
Drill plank? I've never gotten the drill plank option. Do you know where the nails are? Oh.
Should be somewhere here in the front
Yeah, I found
counters.
it.
Here's a box and a bunch of Lucy's. Like just under the till.
You got it. You want one?
I'm good. Actually, yep. No, but it's hitting me fucking hard, bro. I'm gonna have to call this quits. It's been fun.
No worries.
I'll check out the VOD if you hang around doing this as a single player.
I have no problem stopping here. It's absolutely no problem. We can just pick it up on the next time. Oh.
Get behind the door so I don't get it.
I have no problem picking it up next time. Like, stopping here is not a problem.
Yeah, I just figured, for the stream.
I've played this game. I looked at my Steam, something like 30 hours in the last week or 60 hours in the last 2. I'm okay calling it after a couple hours. That's probably the healthier way to play the game for me. And I think quitting that. Hey, not only did we start, but we ended the game. We did both. Normally, in our experience, we've been able to start, but the finishing is determined by fate. Got a couple fridges, a lot of planks, the nails. Yeah, the game didn't break, and we didn't break the game. And so far, yeah, I just found in the setting where I can leave the thing to leave the keys in the car. Oh, definitely. And also, not just crash-wise in terms of the game, crash-wise in terms of the car, because when there's delays, you never know what's going to happen. So, between the walkie-talkies, we should be able to figure out something. Yes. I thought that loading a lot of zombies would be what weighs it down, but I guess the vehicles command a lot. So, fun game, as usual. Yeah, I do think that the amount of map coverage is what gave it a problem. I didn't notice it today though, and I also didn't have anything else open on the computer, so I think it might have been that my computer was pretty taxed, and that's also why it shut down. But it's good times. We'll have to do it one of the next few days. I'm gonna be watching my brother's dog. So that is starting on like Sunday morning, I think. It's Saturday night or Sunday morning, I forget which. And I'm driving them to the airport. So that's the thing. And then on Monday, I got the thing I was prepping. So well, I got to name him. I lived with my brother, and And his girlfriend at the time became his wife, and they were trying to come up with a name for their long hair shepherd. And the one that was settled on was Mac. So Mackie boy. I'm probably, or at least I was, his second favorite, behind my sister-in-law. But whenever he sees me, it's a good time. We play a game of frisbee. I throw the frisbee, he sits down and wonders why I don't chase him, and then won't give it back. And I can't walk toward him or he's gonna run away, and he thinks that's the game. It's a complex relationship. Am I my brother's dog keeper? New Mac City. But that's it. I am gonna check on Mackie. An ill-advised. Well, hopefully it's not made out of microwave oysters. I think you're safe otherwise. Have a good one. I'll catch you on the flippy floppy. Fish sticks and blue cheese. I was always particular to fish sticks with like the red sauce that you'd make the pasta with. You get a nice crispy fish stick, and it winds up like saturated in that sauce. Blue cheese probably behaves similarly. Oh, I was gonna make a pizza today. Decided not to. It was a pepperoni. Maybe tomorrow. Hot dogs and ranch. It's a cool dog. Cool ranch dog. Gotta say, I've never had ranch on a hot dog. Treading new ground. Are you feeling a little bit better at least? I see what happened.
The relationship or the pandemic. I want to do stuff that my comedy heroes did. I want to talk about general truth that we can all see, but nobody tends to acknowledge, right? That's what comedy is. So I decided I'm going to do 7 minutes on why Home Alone is a better movie if Kevin...
Yeah. Unfortunately, the sickness seems to hang around for a week and a half or 2 weeks before you start like really feeling back to where you were. We got the date figured out for the movie thing. I gotta figure out if Dominique is doing popcorn herself and I'm just doing ice cream, because I mentioned I do both, but I didn't know what the theater was going to be doing. If it's like rented out, do they want us to bring stuff in and not use their equipment? I don't know. But I will be back in a bit. Just gonna go check on Mr. Neelix.
Politics, the relationship, or the pandemic.
Will Wagner, guys.
Luckily, I have 2 things I'm working on. Only 2. Everything else is going right. No, it could have been anyone.
Yeah. Not the shortest fucking.
Ooh, that's a pretty guitar.
Yeah. Thank you. It's made out of guitar.
It's made out of guitar.
This is my favorite guitar. I don't bring it out often. Oh my gosh, I still have stuff in my pockets. I can't play with stuff in my pockets.
You're fine.
Here we go.
Oh, you know what? I still have this sweatshirt on. You know how I feel about playing with a sweatshirt on.
man.
You don't like it. You're not a fan.
I'm trying to reach out to my parents more because I tricked them too bad the first time I did stand-up comedy. I told them I was doing a set about how Home Alone's a better movie if you replace Macaulay Culkin's character with an actual cat. And then when they showed up, it was all about how trauma of my childhood made me like this.
I love you.
So I've been trying to write a set that's more contoured to them. And so my mom, she likes 80s action movies, and my dad, he loves church. So I wrote a psalm about RoboCop.
Oh my God. Wait a minute, I need a lozenge.
I can't play guitar in these kind of pajama pants, not electric guitar.
I know, but you're still wearing them.
No, I'm not. These are silver.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, RoboCop.
I mean, obviously I can't play in a white shirt. I gotta look cool. I gotta match.
know. Well, the shirt has to match the pants.
I'm so ready for this.
Has anyone ever... Hold on. Look, this isn't about me. This is about RoboCop, okay? I wish you'd listen to more about our Lord RoboCop. See, my problem with my parents is that I think I can win them over if I can trick them this time. But I'm gonna need your help because I'm recording it and everything. And so,
You're recording the part about you tricking them, right? They're gonna hear that too?
no, I can edit still. I got thumbs, I'm working on that. Here's how a psalm works. I'm gonna say something and it has a line that triggers the end. And your refrain is, that's fucking RoboCop. That's all you gotta do. I'm also gonna signal you because sometimes I'll hold out and that's fucking RoboCop. You know, I'll give you the point and everything. Okay, so all rise.
All rise.
That shit is definitely RoboCop. That's fucking RoboCop. So the first RoboCop movie was about Peter Weller as Alex Murphy, an officer who gets his hand shot off by Red Foreman, and as we all know, that's fucking RoboCop. Then Lieutenant Murphy gets put into a robot body while still having the same partner, Lois, but he cannot see his family again. And as we all know, that's fucking RoboCop. So Murphy has no choice but to shoot everyone in a satirical comedy about fascism, the police state, and the perils of large robots getting stuck in stairwells. And as we all know, that's fucking RoboCop. But the makers of the first movie wanted to appeal more to kids, since the family theme of the first one was about losing your family, so they put a kid in it, and then they have him become a drug lord who's shot to death by the main villain and found by Murphy, because, as we all know, that's fucking RoboCop. Well, technically, it's RoboCop 2, where Robo has no choice but to bring down a psychotic drug-fueled robot who's turned into a weapon by a corporation that manufactures a weapon for the police, once again capturing some of the satire of the first film, but not doing it efficiently. And not really more appealing to kids unless kids like being shot. And as we all know, that's fucking RoboCop 2. However, in RoboCop 3, they wanted to reach out to more families. So there's a kid in it as the main protagonist who helps RoboCop after Lois gets shot by the police. And because they want to appeal more to families, that kid's family's also dead. So now RoboCop has to raise her. But good news, the bad guy's computers. And she's good at computers. So she programs the Japanese samurai robots to attack each other in a movie I'm pretty sure is racist. And RoboCop technically doesn't win the final battle. He just lays down while they chop each other's heads off with sword because Japanese, but he flies away in a jetpack because, as we all know, that's fucking RoboCop 3. Help, save, comfort, and... Oh, no, wrong song. And as we all know, that's fucking RoboCop. That shit is definitely RoboCop. That's fucking RoboCop.
So I planned on doing a performative piece about the movie Out for Justice, but I didn't have enough time to work on it with my partner. So I wrote this set, and then yesterday at 6:27, I decided to do a different set, and then today, at about 4:25, I decided to do a different set, and here we are.
Wonder what influenced that.
Group chat. Now that's the basic rhythm of the Terminator theme. The Terminator is a very interesting series of movies to me. It's all the same movie repackaged. More than the Fast and Furious are the same movie. The Fast and Furious, they were like, we race. And it's like, oh no, we go to Japan and race. It's like, oh no, we solve crimes. Oh, we go to space. They change it up. Terminator has 3 things you're going to see in every movie. There's somebody who needs to be saved from a robot that's going to kill it. There's a protector sent back to do that. And there's romance in a weird way. First movie got it right. They sent back sexy Kyle Reese to fight sexy Arnold Schwarzenegger. They did a little fighty, a little sex. And then at the end of the movie, she's talking about it and she's very nostalgic in a good way. And they have all these great sexy quotes. And he's like looking in her eyes. He goes, I came across time for you, Sarah. Which I couldn't say I came on the first date, but he kills it. And at the end of the movie, when she's looking back, she's like, maybe it'll be enough if you know that in the few hours we had together, we loved a lifetime's worth. Aww. You're kind of hoping that he didn't die, but he did, and she's moving on, because the second movie is more about her kid. Now, she has some sexy time, but it's against her will when she's strapped down and someone licks her face. Not sexy. And you're like, I hope they do something to wash this taste out of my mouth by the end of the movie. And they have some sexy lines, like when Miles Dyson is about to explode, he's like, I don't know how much longer I can hold this. That's a little sexy, but it's more about explosives than it is about sex. So it's not fulfilling the need that it has to. They're looking at each other over the molten lava, and Linda Hamilton looks at Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he looks at her, and you're like, oh, he's gonna fuck her. Like, I know this is how the movie's gotta end, but then she's like, oh, my son's here, you gotta go in the lava, and he does. And that's why it's the second best Terminator movie, but it sets up the third. When they send back the third Terminator, she's gonna see him and be like, now we got our time. But the third movie comes, and it was so disappointing. They try to do something sexy, but it's actually terrible. They send back the Terminator like they always do, and then they send back the Protector like you expect. And the Terminator gets there, and it's getting pulled over for bad driving. They make a woman Terminator who's a robot, can't figure out the rules of the road. That's kind of mean. How's she gonna get out of this? That's right, she can turn into metal and slice people's necks. She goes, you know what I need? Bigger tits. That'll help me in my battle against humanity to fool this one cop for 3 seconds before I murder. But this is just how this Terminator rolls. She's her own lubricant. And I think about you in the first movie, they were never like, Arnold, you can't come into this bar, and he had to flash a little more chest. They never had Robert Patrick as a liquid Terminator trying to get into the mental health facility. She's like, I don't know if I can let you in. And all of a sudden, this comes out of his pants. They don't do that because they're like, we gotta make these guys respectable. They do it in the third one. That's fucking mean. But I figure out what they're going for. Obviously, she's gonna replace the love interest, and John Connor's gonna fuck a robot. We're gonna finally get what we came here for. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. In fact, the closest they get to sex is when Arnold takes a power source out of his ribs and shoves it in her mouth. I'm like, this isn't even, all the skin's melted off. You're ruining this for me, movie. And the next movie is Terminator Salvation. At this point, they gave up on numbers entirely. The sexiest part happens in the first 3 minutes. A guy is about to be put to death, and a woman who is dying of cancer goes, I want your body. And he's like, I'll sell it to you. And she's like, for what? And he's like, a kiss. And then he kisses her and goes, that's what death tastes like. No, death tastes like watching the rest of that movie. They sit this guy up, dies in the beginning, automatically back to life. You're like, oh, obviously he's a robot, but a girl he falls in love with who has a character name, but it's not as good as her real name. Her real name is Moon Bloodgood. They should just call her that in every movie. So, new robot human is falling in love with Moon Bloodgood. Finally gets alone time at the end of the movie. Oh, he's definitely gonna fuck half a robot. It's not going too far, it's not a full robot. And she's like, I want to, but you gotta give your heart away. He's like, oh, shucks. End of the movie. Next movie comes along. They gave up on spelling. It's Terminator Genesis, but spelled Genisys because they want to make me take a nap. And it's like the worst dialogue. They get the sexiest people you can create. They get the girl from Game of Thrones who's always naked. And they get a guy who looks like he was taken out of a poster. The story's about how they have sex. They're going to have sex, right? Nope. Don't have sex in that movie. Why? I don't know, because her son got sent back in time and is ruining it. You find out her son is half robot, and you're like, oh, Arnold's definitely fucking this girl. That's how he becomes a robot. No, that's not even close to how it happened. At the end of the movie, it was Arnold doing his best to be the sexual magnetism between two people in their 20s. And it hurt me, personally. And I thought that should be it. But then you realize there's Terminator Dark Fate, and they don't even have an 8 for the 8. They didn't make it the 8th entry. That's what they do in the Fast and Furious, you know, our source for all this information. And they send back a woman to defend a woman. It's a little bit progressive. And she's like, I'm a woman, just enhanced. Really should have saved that for the woman who enhanced her breast. But, you know, I'm not writing this series of movies. I'm just reflecting. The second sexiest quote in this movie is, when all this is over, I'm gonna kill you. I did the math. It is. There's like eye tension between Linda Hamilton and Terminator. Did I mention she's back? Because when I saw her, I'm like, oh, how progressive. 2 humans and a human female robot. This is going to be kind of kinky, Terminator. They go through that whole movie, and at the end of it, no one has sex again. And I'm like, what are you even fighting for anymore? The line they say in every movie is, come with me if you want to live. And if you say it differently, that could be in any porn. It's really a solid porn line, and that's when I realized I should be writing Terminator porn, and I've been doing all this the wrong way. So anyway, I have ice cream. It's in my trunk. If anyone wants to try it, it hasn't worked so far, but I'm hopeful, and I hope that you have a great evening.
I noticed that everyone here was bringing a lot of emotionally heavy material, and I like to be different. So I'm not doing new shit, I'm doing dog shit.
What?
Yeah, this is about my dog. I can't play piano with a check. What am I doing? My big fear coming here was that what if they make me play piano? And I was like, nah, I got enough clothing, I can get through this.
I'm just gonna record him for him.
On the way here, I was like, I do want to do a comedy set about how Lean on Me and Summer School are essentially the same movie. An administrator who wants to save their children, help someone learn how to read, deals with a girl who's pregnant, gets bailed out at the end by the family, the relatives he helped. I mean, Lean on Me has 4 musical numbers, so it's got that going for it, you know. But Summer School had Mark Harmon and a guy named Chainsaw, so
Yes, it does.
it's anyone's race. So, because I love to change the mood, this is about my dead dog. Because it's funnier to me to change the mood 3 times, you know? I wrote this song back when I was living with my brother's dog. And he wasn't living with us. He was in New Jersey because he had to pay for a house. Anywho, so me and Buddy, that was his name, Buddy, we got to know each other better as he went from middle age to late age because his original owner died, sad. But my brother ended up taking care of the dog with his girlfriend and his 3 friends. He dumped the girlfriend, lost the 3 friends, and had this house and dog and no one to look after it. That's where I come in. Because he's like, I want to live with you because dogs love you. And they do. And so me and Buddy, we got to the habit of after I came home from the service industry. Oh, I'm sorry. I went to school for music, so I worked in the service industry a lot.
Yeah!
So I'd come home at midnight, and me and Buddy would make the right outside the house. We'd go to the end of the street and walk back, and it was our midnight walk. And he'd come downstairs into the basement while I practiced piano. And he always had good ideas, but he had bad hips. And so he stopped being able to go down the stairs. And eventually, I had to go downstairs and play piano. I'd come upstairs, and me and Buddy would go for our walk. And so me and Buddy are going for a walk, and eventually he can't go down the front stairs, so I have to lift him up to bring him downstairs. And it starts to feel like I'm not going to get to the end of the street one of these days.
Aww.
And so the last walk that we did make it to the end of the street, me and Buddy make that right we made like 100 times. And we get behind the house, and just like usual, this dog is outside and barking in the middle of the night, as he always was. And so Buddy, he sauntered over to the center of that driveway, and with those bad hips, he popped a squat, and he took a shit. Now, I didn't clean it up there because I was walking to the end of the street. It made no sense to have 2 lumps of shit in my pants. So, we get to the end of the street, and we head back. And sure enough, that dog is still barking. And Buddy, with his bad hips, he walks over to that first pile of shit. He turns and he looks that fence dead in the eye because his vision was terrible. He was just looking at sound. And he popped a squat and he gave a second shit. And now I can't clean it up. It's art. And I just think, in a world where I want someone to give 2 shits, I found a dog who does.
Yes! Ah, shit.
And it makes me so happy and it makes me so sad because every time I touch the piano and I start to play things, I want to play this song. And every time I play this song, I feel like I'm still in that basement and I'm going to go upstairs and we're going to take another walk. We're not. But for a few minutes, it's not gone, it's still there. If I can hold on to the song, and that's what songwriting is to me. Songwriting to me is when you finish a song, it means that it takes you back to the place you were in spiritually, emotionally, physically, whatever you need. And it's exactly the core of why you wrote the song to begin with. You can make changes, you can make it elaborate, but if it doesn't have the core of why you wrote it, it's never complete. And you can change it, but until you make it more of what it was, it's never going to be what you want it to be. And this song is so special because for the rest of my life, I get to have my favorite song on the piano be about my favorite walks. And that's incredible. Who writes songs about walks? Aerosmith and Run DMC. Oh my God.
Pantera.
Oh, I've never played the piano before, so now you're wondering, does he really play piano? So this should be the last one, hold on. Because when it's at your fingertips, it's still not gone. You know that this set I planned almost a full 45 minutes before driving here. I was gonna do other music. It was gonna be my rap song about Nancy Pelosi that I promised a year ago. But I cut my finger on some glass, and now it's weird to hold down the string, and I can't represent Snoop Dogg, so... What? Yeah, it's got a lot going on. It's a complex song, okay? So instead, I decided, okay, this is all the truth, and I think that's better. So, instead of that, you know what? As you can tell, I'd like to play guitar, and they'd like me to play guitar. So I want to infiltrate what I call normie comedy. Now, normie comedy is guys who my age, all they seem to talk about is gross stuff. And I got to trick them into liking me. So I had this set, and I was never going to do it again. I said the only way I'd do this set again is if Mike Tyson became famous again. And wouldn't you fucking know it? I thought I got away. I was so close. I already had my comedy set planned out, so I had to get from my origin story all the way to Mike Tyson. And naturally, it was a problem, but I figured it out. You see, it's really simple. I don't need to pick for that. I can't believe I'm still wearing a sweatshirt. What am I doing? Oh, is this being filmed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful.
This is live on Twitter.
So I want to look slim. I'm going to wear something slimming.
It's on today.
This is gonna get.
What?
Did you need a pick?
No, I had one. I need a not pick because I had a pick in my hand. I need the other pick.
Is it a not pick? Okay, that's not a thing. That's a hand.
See, black is slimming, so if this is on video, you know, I want to look my best. You know what? My zipper is hitting the back of the guitar. It's kind of annoying. I'm going to put this down for a second.
Wow.
So the basic idea is that I have to figure out how to get from Mike Tyson to my origin story or vice versa. So I decided to put my sexual history in Mike Tyson Punch-Out terms because I noticed the parallels were similar. I'm somewhere in between Bald Bull 2 and Don Flamenco 2, spiritually. So you start off fighting Glass Joe. That fight's over in 41 seconds, but you gotta remember, the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out clock goes 3 times the speed of regular clocks, so yikes. So then it was Von Kaiser. That's when I started growing facial hair accidentally. I didn't know I was doing it, but it was a wispy little mustache, and I throw those looping hooks, and I was down in the first round, just like Von. But by the time I reached Piston Honda 1, I decided to embrace my trademark eyebrows. And every time I'd go in for a jab, I'd flex them. Yeah, she caught on too, and it was over in round 2.
And so at that point, you know, I'm gonna take the sweatshirt off. At that point, it was out of the minors and into the majors. Now, majors, that's an interesting time because you start out as Don Flamenco, right? You walk around everywhere with a rose in your mouth, walking up to girls like, yum, yum, yum. And they turn you down. They do. It's disheartening. And at that point, because I was wearing King Hippo, I'd wear my crown everywhere, I'd have those belly button band-aids, and then I'd walk up to women, I'd raise my hand for an interesting kind of punch, and nobody throws, and my pants would fall. I'd hit the ground, I wouldn't get back up. It was terrifying. And so by the time I got through that, Great Tigers was when I started wearing hats. I disappeared. Knocked me right in the jaw. It was terrible, right? Then I got up to Bald Bull 1. Now, Bald Bull 1 was when I figured out my move. I need to pump fake when I'm throwing hooks. Clearly, I need to do this rolling thing when I'm doing jabs. And I figured out the secret. The secret is the bull charge. And I was in college, so my knees were still good. You can do it in a bar. You can do it in a bedroom. You can do it in a hallway if it's long enough. You're going to stand about 10 feet across the room. You're going to get into a crouch position. You're going to need to build up some speed. You're going to get about, I don't know, maybe 10 miles an hour. When you're a foot away, you're going to throw an uppercut right in the clitoris. Okay? So it's a complex punch, okay? I don't recommend you just go in there. Only with someone you love, okay? Because if she sees you doing it, she's going to punch you. You make this face. Like somebody left cookies in the oven and you fall down. Pretty soon you're out of a relationship. That's not the world for me, okay? That's what I learned in college. I'm still wearing a sweatshirt. Fuck.
You got 60 seconds to take
Okay.
the sweatshirt off.
Okay, so sure enough, I'm in the world circuit, and who would I fucking run into again? Piston Honda fucking 2. Same moves, terrible. You realize you weren't with this person for a reason. Another fucking sweatshirt? Okay, so at that point I started drinking more. I was a real soda Popinski. I didn't even care about my form on uppercuts. Because at that point I knew it was pretty much just there for the comedy, not for my form. When I got out of that stupor, I was Bald Bull 2. That's when you run back into that X again. And, oh, you know what? I forgot about playing music. Still have this fucking sweatshirt.
I think I'm gonna call it. I'm pretty sleepy. I'm not gonna go to bed yet, but I got other stuff I gotta do first.
And that's my set.
I have a question.
Sure.
Who was coaching that scenario?
Oh, all her bitchy friends.